Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Amy from With Love by Amy, and today's card is going to start out with a fail. So I initially thought that I could take those dies that you see for the better press, the press plates, and I thought that I could use them with vellum on the better press to just get an impression on the vellum. Yeah, there's a reason that that the better press comes with very thick um, cotton cardstock, because it's not making an impression on the vellum. So here I am. I knew I wanted the butterflies in a very specific orientation on the piece of cardstock or the vellum. So I'm going to tape the vellum onto the top plate for the better press. And then I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine. And it is not going to come out with a very good result, as we will see here in just a second after I run it through. But it was a learning experience. Yep, here we go. Nothing. It's nothing. So we're going to try take two. We're going to stick it back in there, and we are going to tape the die or the press plate onto the vellum, and then I'm going to run it through with my texture, whatever, like mouse pad type of thing, and it still didn't work very good. So we're going to go with a different die. This is a glimmer hot foil. I think it's peonies, and that gave a pretty good impression. My die cut machine is getting pretty old. So I'm going to color with those two Olo markers. I did it in the car, actually, although I did most of it in the car. Don't ask me how I color in the car. That's, after I did it, I was like, how did I manage to do this? That's a really dumb idea to try to color in the car. But we're going to take the vellum and I'm going to wrap it around a card panel. And initially here, you see that dark navy blue panel, and that's what I thought I was going to use. But then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, I don't really like how the vellum the vellum kind of like just swallows the navy, and it doesn't do anything for the card. So then I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I have a whole bunch of random pieces of like 6x6 pattern paper, and I should see if I can find something that I think looks better, because that just didn't do anything for it. So I am going to go through my vellum or my 6x6 panels of paper, and we'll see. But first, we're going to add a sentiment to the card. We're going to use that happy birthday sentiment from Ink Road Stamps. I believe the stamp set is called Amazing Human. I haven't used too many stamps from this set yet, but I really like the font in this one. And we are going to heat emboss it in gold. So we always make sure that we use the anti-static powder tool before we stamp, especially on vellum, because vellum is like especially staticky. So now that we've used the anti-static powder tool, we're going to stamp in Versamark ink down onto the panel. And I decided to do it above the flowers because that was where there was space. And well, I don't know, I just thought I don't ever do that. I don't put the sentiment usually above the image. So I thought I would give that a shot. I just wanted to try something different. And there's the gold embossing powder. I think it's called Princess Gold. I got it from Hobby Lobby a long time ago, but look, it looks so pretty. I love it. All right, and now I've decided that there's not enough going on with the cards, so we're going to put some gold Nouveau drops on there. And I always test out the Nouveau drops on like the same type of paper or cardstock or whatever that I'm going to use before I put them on my project, just to make sure that they're coming out nicely and stuff. And the reason I use the same type of paper is I just want to see how they behave on that type of medium. Yeah, so there's the gold Nouveau drops. They're relatively new, so they work pretty well. All right, and here I am trying to figure out which paper I want, and I think those are too busy, and I'm liking this one, so that's the one I'm going to pick. That one's actually a sample from Lawn Fawn that they sent me with an order not too long ago, so I'm excited to use it because I sometimes get these little like freebies, and I never know what to do with them, because I'm really good at figuring out stuff to do with the things that I choose for myself, but then sometimes when I'm given things, I'm sometimes struggling with what to do with them and how to use them, because I don't want things to just like collect dust in my stash. I want to use them up. But we're going to put some double-sided adhesive on there. I think this is called, I don't even know what the heck it's called. think I got it from Hobby Lobby or something. But it's good. It's easy to tear. Maybe it's score tape. That's what it's called, score tape. My bad. And we are going to adhere the vellum to the back of the card panel. I did have a completely different idea for this card when I first started, but it didn't materialize that way. So, I like the free flowing thought process. Now this card panel, I decided the the panel that we did the dry embossing and stuff on, that is meant for an A2 card, but I decided as we progressed along the card that I was going to turn it into 5x7 because I wanted to put a piece of black cardstock around it or behind it and then put it, like frame it onto the white card panel or the white card base. So we are going to use some black cardstock and we are going to make a mat for this card. And I think it's going to make it look just so much more elegant. I mean, it already looks pretty cool, but I think that the black mat would make it look a lot more elegant. And I'm obsessed with it already. Like, I think it looks super cool. But now we're going to adhere the card panel onto the mat. And we're using some more score tape because the liquid adhesive doesn't do so well on vellum. It just doesn't, because the vellum is like slippery or whatever. I don't know how else to describe vellum. But it doesn't work well with liquid adhesive. So we're going to put that down on there. And when I did the Nuvo drops, I did let them dry for a while, so it did take, you know, entire time. It took a while for the card because of the Nuvo drops. All right, so here's the finished product. Please let me know in the comments below if you would make a card like this. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.